chair. This is the space. You don't need a lot of space to do this workout, and you don't even need this whole room. You can get pretty much everything that you need to get done. So if you're kind of confined someplace, you have a lot of room, in about this much room, right? In about this much room, you can move back and forth this far, and you can move forward about this far. You know, more space is nice, but a lot of us don't have that. So this is for, the idea of this workout is to be able to do it with pretty much every restriction you can think of, you know what I mean? So let me see if there's anything afterwards. So here's the structure. One, I'll teach a quick lesson. That's just going to be for anybody who maybe has never taken a boxing class or anything like that, or you have but you want to refresh. So I'm just going to describe the 5 basic punches, and I promise you can learn that pretty easily. We're going to practice them. You're going to make a bunch of mistakes. That's normal. I've never met anybody who didn't make any mistakes, and I've trained probably 100 people, and I've trained with probably 500 or 1,000 people, right? So that's normal. That's part of the process. Making mistakes is part of the process. It takes a little bit to get used to, but that's what we do in here. It's a safe space. Nobody's watching you. Unfortunately, you're watching me. So we'll do that. We'll learn first, okay? So we're not gonna get real sweaty while we're learning. And then we're gonna warm up, get our bodies sweaty, right? And then after the warm up, then we're gonna work out. We're gonna get real sweaty. We're gonna try pretty hard to get there, and we're gonna learn and have fun along the way. And if you hate me by the end of it, that means I guess I did my job. Remember, like I said, and then I'll shut up, the goal is just to get sweaty and to work pretty hard for you. This is a safe space, it's a positive space, so let's do it. Okay, so first I'm gonna teach you the basic 5 punches of boxing, okay? Let's see, how does the camera work? Is it backwards here? This is in front? Yeah, so this would be the lead arm, right? Okay, cool. So, let's see. So the first punch in boxing is the jab, right? The jab is designed to bust a nose, not break a nose, right? So the jab isn't a big boom power shot. The jab is just out there and straight, okay? Boop and straight, right? What you want to avoid is this hook, right? You don't want to curve in the arm. You want it straight when you throw it, okay? And I'm getting used to the angles here, sorry, because it's backwards on this, right? But so the jab is going to be the kind of thing that goes out, and then it turns at the wrist right here, see? So if you're seeing the end of the hand, it comes out like this, and then it turns at the wrist like this. So your jab is going to go like that. And the reason that it turns is if you've ever seen a whip or somebody with an axe, right? A whip goes smack, smack, right? And that's what that does. It goes boom. And this is in boxing and Muay Thai and a bunch of other things. There's some other principles in different martial arts, but so snap, right? Snap. And again, this is not your power shot, okay? The other thing that a jab is used for besides busting the nose is it's your pointer. It says, are they here yet? Is the thing that I'm trying to touch there? No, I can't reach it. No, I can't reach it, right? That's what it is. Bop, nope, bop. No, and then it's like, bop, got it, boom, and then you can throw a power shot, right? Or you could fake, or you could do a million things. But the basic principle of a jab is almost like you were just trying to play a game and touch someone's shoulder, a game of shoulder touch. So if you can't touch their head, or their chest, or their shoulder, then you're not throwing anything else after it. So it's just trying to touch them, trying to touch them, trying to touch them. Maybe you're trying to touch them twice. Nope, yep, right? Nope, yep. Okay, that's the idea. The reason why we don't throw the jab as a power is because if you ever gas, then you don't have arms left. You're totally gassed. When you're then it's a miserable place to be and a miserable time to be in that place, right? So what I mean by that is if you're going right, the minute you don't have the power to do that, then you're dead in the water. But if this is always just pop, 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 right? Then even if you run out of right. Or boom, or whatever, even if you run out of that other hand or elbow or the knee or whatever the principle is, the jab is your sweetheart. She keeps people off of you defensively, right? Bap, bap. And she keeps you offensively finding your target to see if you can bust that nose and then to see if you can break it. Forgive the analogy. It doesn't have to be that aggro, but it also can be that fucking aggro. So that's the principle of the jab, right? So let's try that. Now in boxing, they call that the one, right? So if somebody goes one, hep, one, hep, one, hep, one, hep, one, hap. And you don't really have to worry about your movement too much. So if you're just staying still, that's fine for now. If you want to move around, you can. We can talk about movement later if anybody gives a shit about this, right? Because I know you can't see my feet either, right? So again, so if you hear one, so if I go one, hap, one, hap, one, hap, one, hap. And remember, we're just learning right now. This isn't the workout. If we get sweaty, that's good. But don't be like, you don't want to kill yourself, right? Because we're going to get there later. We're going to be doing and we're going to be throwing and we're going to get sweaty. But we're just learning before we warm up, before we work out. So, one, hap, one, hap, one, hap, right? You can also do a double jab, right? You don't usually say a double one. I don't know why, that's just the way it works. So you can say double jab, hap, hap, right? Double jab, hap, hap, comes all the way back. But don't worry about that too much. Don't over concentrate on your form too much in the beginning. So it's in slow motion, it's bap, bap, basically. There are some variations on everything in life, right? Bap, bap, right? Some people throw it and then come from here, but that's neither here nor there. So you can say jab, hap, jab, hap, double jab, hap, hap. Same thing as a one, hap, one, hap, one, hap, right? One, hap. Same thing here, one, hap. That might help because then you can see if it's a straight line or not. One, hap, one, hap, one, hap. Like that, okay, that's a one. Now, if it's boring, if you feel like you're learning too slow or too fast, I totally understand, right? But I want to help everybody. So that's the jab, right? Okay, so just remember that, because later I'm going to be like, double jab, or one, and then three, and then four, and if it's too slow for you now, you're going to feel like you're going to go, is it two? You say four, that's two? That's normal. We're going to make 1,000 mistakes. That's what we're here to do, is make mistakes. That's how we learn. The human brain learns better from mistakes than it does for just doing it perfectly the first time. So, to recap, the jab is straight, boom, right here, like this, right? About there. This is straight. It's not here, it's there, okay? It comes out straight, turns over, that's your jab, okay? And it's how you defensively keep somebody off of you, and offensively, you can come into them. So that's a jab. Okay, I probably belabored it too much. That's the number one. Two is the jab followed by a power punch, okay? Power punch, ideally, is also straight, all the way, right? Boom. There's different schools of thought. Some people say you should be almost there, but just for our intents and purposes, we're gonna practice the whip, right? The whip means at the end of it goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da, bam. That's the power, right? Da-da-da-da-da-da, bam. That's the power. So you can do something if somebody says two. If I say two, it's the same thing as saying jab, right, straight. But let's say two is easier. So then that would be, I'm gonna do it slower. That would be pop, boom, right? Pop, boom, right? And again, we'll talk about movement later because you can see my body's pivoting. There's a lot of movement in martial arts, just like there is in dance or yoga, right? They're all really interconnected. So there's these subtle things that deliver more power and movement, and it's essentially like dancing if you think about it, right? But just with violence attached to it. So the two would be boom, bow, right? And this is the power. So in more normal speed, it might be like two, two, I'll explain the sounds in a bit. Two, 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 right? And you want to throw it about 80% right now, because if you throw it 100%, you can even throw it less than 80, that's fine too. Guys make the mistake of overthrowing, and a lot of times women underthrow. So like you'll see guys be like, I can't tell you how many of my guys I ever worked out completely exhausted in 4 minutes. It's an hour workout, right? And some of the girls come in and they throw at the right power, about 80%, but some of the girls will underthrow too. And I say, it's okay, let it out a little bit. And then when we get them there, perfect, you know what I mean? So just think about that. Everybody's different, but it's something to think about, okay? Oh, my oldest son loves this, cool, awesome. So, two, okay? So when I say it again, and remember, kickboxing, boxing is just like basketball. It's all about drilling, right? So it's just about doing something a million fucking times. If you follow the UFC, Jorge Masvidal says he does every move a minimum of 1,000 times before he ever tries it in a fight. That's pretty gangster. So the two, so remember we got one, hop, one, hop, one, hop, 2 is gonna turn over, right? I mean, they both turn over, but 2 is your power. So 2 would be ha, bun, 2, 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 ha, bun, right? 2, ha, bun, okay? We're learning, right? 1, ha, 2, ha, ha, 1, ha, 2, ha, ha, 1, ha, 2, ha, ha, right? Cool. It's also normal that we're gonna go at different speeds. Again, no judgment here, we're just learning, right? Learning or at least having fun watching me make a fool out of myself. So, the 3, right? What's the 3? It has the 1 in it, it has the 2 in it, but then it has a hook, okay? So we know the 1 by now, right? Is jab. Bap, bap, 2, bap, boom, right? You can think of this as the 2. Right? Right? So the 3 is the next logical punch. If you think about this as a dance sequence, or like, well, I'll show you. So if you're going like this hand, then the logical thing is this hand next, right? Now there's a million variations on that. Some people like to throw on the same side, but we're learning the basics. So if you go, 1 and 2 and 3. So left and right and here. It's the same thing in dancing. Right? Same principle. So left, right, left is another way to say it. So the 3 is the hook. So if you've got jab, right, your hook is here, right? What's the best angle for this? It's a super small window, so it's a little hard to see. Let me see. There we go. Me bigger, that's gross. Okay, so the hook is here. I can at least see what I'm doing now better. Okay, the hook is an L. If you look at it basically, kind of looks like that. Kind of an L shape, right? The hook, and that's why we differentiate between the straights, right? And the actual things that are turning over. They're different kinds of punches. They're for different ranges, right? We can get into that more, but one of those punches is here. One of those punches is here. Long, cut it in half, you're short. So the hook, okay? So it's gonna be 1, 2, hook, right? 1, 2, hook. Now it helps to do the foot right on this one. It feels a little bit weird without it. I don't know if you can see the feet. Let me tilt down and I'll show you what my foot's doing. It takes a little while to get used to this, but so it's, oh yeah, you can see the whole body right there. So 1, 2, hook. See this? Pivot, 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 pivot. This is a dance move. Right? So it's 1, 2, hook. 1, 2, hook. There's variations we don't need to worry about right now. 1, 2, hook, right? 1, 2, overhand, right? Same principle, but it's the hips. 1, 2, hook. 1, 2, hook. So a 3, again, is hum, hum, boom. Hum, hum, boom. And some of my form's off, obviously, but you get the principle, right? Right? And you can tell the motion, the power actually comes from that dance move. It gives you a lot of range. You'll see a lot of really superb strikers that can get all kinds of power off of kicks too, right? Like you're in there with just a little bit of torque, right? They can get the range in there, you know what I mean? So, 3. And I actually am getting a little bit tired because I don't shut the fuck up the whole time I'm doing this, excuse my language. So I usually don't talk, at least while I'm working out. So 3 is ha, ha, boom. Ha, ha, boom. Right? Ha, ha, boom. There's your 3. Ha, ha, boom. There's your 3. Ha, ha, boom. There's your 3. Ha, ha, boom. Here's your 3. Fundamentals again. Jab. Bust the nose, it doesn't break it. It's not your hardest punch. Pop, 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 right? Sometimes you'll see, well, doesn't matter, but sometimes I don't always throw, sometimes I throw my jab like this, whatever. So, but you should throw it turned over. The 2, that's a power shot. Bap, boom. Bap, boom. Right? Bap, boom. Right? Bap, boom. Right? Bap, boom. That's 2, right? 3. Okay? Bap, bap, boom. 3. Bap, bap, boom. 3. Bap, bap, boom. Now, if this feels like, dude, move on with it. When you start going 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 1, you start going, wait, what? And you get behind and you get all frazzled. That's part of the fun. So, that's the 3, right? One more time. 3. Boom, boom, bam. 3. Boom, boom, bam. 3. Boom, boom, bam. 3, okay? We make sure nobody's aren't like, dude, stop doing this. I'm taking dancing lessons from you next. Okay, so 4. 4 is fun. It's just straight punches. 4 is kind of like what I like to think of as Street Fighter's delight, right? Although Street Fighters, they always throw hooks and bowls. But if you were like legit, you'd be half throwing straight punches, right? Because the distance between, right, the shortest distance between 2 lines is a straight, right? Instead of like a semicircle. So the semicircle has its purposes, but you're gonna get there faster when they're right in front of you here, right? So the 4, the beauty of the 4 is it's just boom, 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 right? I don't know why I wasn't standing back here the whole time. It's so much easier. So the 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 1 is not a jab anymore. So now it's all out the door. It's just let's throw these things. You know what I mean? It's just right? Boom, 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 right? You don't have to throw with that intensity yet, but boom, 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 right? Slow mo. Right? Exaggerated helps, you know. Everybody loses their skill, especially in the beginning, when they go fast. Like, that's one of the things they teach you is slow it down. When you see a lot of fighters sparring, you'll see them sparring slow as well as hard, because then you get used to making it with your mind work properly. So, the 4 again is just straight. Boom, 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 right? 4, boom, 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 okay? 4, boom, 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 right? Not a ton of movement in the hips here. I'm sure there's ways to evolve what I'm teaching. You know, I'm not claiming to be the person to teach it perfectly, but we're getting the general principles here. If I can get you 70% of the way there, that's pretty good. So, 4, boom, 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 right? 4, boom, 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 boom. 4, slow-mo. Right? That's your 4. Right? On this side, 4, boom, 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 boom. Okay? That's your 4. Okay, so a 5 is the 4, Street Fighter's Delight, right? Boom, 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 right? Straight, 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 right? And the hook. So a 5, and this gets a little bit complicated, but it doesn't. Let me tilt this up just a tad. But it gets mildly confusing. The 5, right? Is that too high? Yeah, sorry. Boop, just a hair. The 5 is kind of like the 3 because it has a hook after the punches. So the 5 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Why? How do you know which side the punch is on? It's the side that you didn't just use last. So again, if you're just doing shoulders, left, right, which means the left is next. Same thing in the legs, right? Boom, 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 boom. That is next, right? Dancing, whatever you want to whatever you want to call it. That's what's next, right? On your beat, on your pace. So it's gonna be left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Okay. So 4 with a hook. Boom, 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 boom. 4 with a hook. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. 4 with a hook. Boom, 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 boom. Turn this way. 4 with a hook. Boom, 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 boom. I hope it's not backwards on there. 4 with a hook. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'll start calling 5. 5. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? 5. Boom, 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 boom. 5. Boom, 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 boom. 5. Boom, 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 boom. 5. Okay? So if we're gonna do a test of the actual workout, let's try a few. Okay? So I'm just gonna call numbers out. I'm gonna have a pause afterwards, which I think is the best thing to do digitally, because I'm not there with you to hold pads and see what is and isn't working. So if I say 2, that's hop, hop. 2, hop, hop. 2, hop, hop. 4, hop, 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 hop. Right? 4, hop, 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 hop. You want to be at about 60% right now. 70% is fine. 4, hop, 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 hop. I know a lot of people won't listen. They'll be at 100 or 90. 4, 4, jab or 1, jab, right? 4, I forgot I'm supposed to pause afterwards to give you time. 4, 3, boom, 3, boom. I'm a little overthrowing it, but 3, boom. 1, 1, pop. 2, boom, boom. Left, right, right? It's left, right if your left hand is your weak hand. Jab hand's always the weak hand because you want the power coming on that second one, right? If you're this way, then you'll be doing everything like this. Jab, 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 pop, jab, pop, right? Pop, 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 right? Pop, 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 right? That's your other side. Pop, 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 pop. Right, that's if you're fighting right hand forward. So 2, boom, boom, right? Jab, pop, jab, pop, jab, pop. 5, 2, gotta remember to pause. 2, 4, 3. Now, if you actually are following along, the odds are you're making mistakes right now. You're supposed to make mistakes. Everybody does here. It's hilarious to watch. I never laugh when I'm training people, but because then the same thing happens to you when you train. Mike Tyson, he's getting some of his thing. Now the combinations are different. Bop, 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 right, and stuff. Or boom, sh, boom, boom, sh, boom. But he'll mess up. Everybody laughs. It happens. 5. 5. 5. See, I just messed up after I talked all that. 2, boom, boom. 1, pop. 1, pop. 2, pop, pop. Good, okay. And my timing's off, I apologize. I've never done this digitally. So I'm forgetting to say a number, wait, then throw, stuff like that, because I get into the vibe a little bit. Okay, so, and if you're just watching this purely for entertainment value, this is where it's going to get boring for you for 5 minutes. So you might as well do something else and learn about the apocalypse or whatever we think is going to happen while we do this. But let's fake jump rope, okay? One of the beauties of fake jump roping that I did, and I can talk about breathing and a couple other things while we do this, but one of the things I love about fake jump roping is if you don't know how to do it, you're not hitting your toes. It doesn't hurt. And when you don't know how to do it, you do it, and you like overdo it, right? And you're killing yourself, right? You blow yourself out, you gas yourself. But here, you can pretend like you're Beethoven with these bad boys. You know what I mean? You know what you're doing. You're crossing and boom, 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 like in the movies, right? So when we're warming up, we don't want to go too hard. This is the warm-up, remember. Now the idea of the warm-up is to get sweaty. By the end of it, you're gonna be like, warm up, that's part of my workout, dude, right? That's natural. But what you don't want to do is like you see in the movies, right? Because that's not the warm-up in the movies. That's the montage scene in Rocky, where they're like, all right, you're near the end of your workout, you've been sparring, and then it's, right? That's not what we're doing right now. Boom, we're just getting there. A lot of people don't know this, but before an MMA fight, one of the things I thought was weird in my first fight was that they have you do a workout before. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, you need to save every bit of energy you have up because this is like going and sprinting, right? And if this person sprints faster than you, you get a free trip to the emergency room. And back then it wasn't paid for. And medical care wasn't, right? So I would go there, and I learned this from Jake Shields, who's Gilbert Melendez. And you go and you rock out like a legit, like 10 or 15 minutes of hitting the pad. Keep jump roping, please. You know, boom, 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 right? You're going there, you're not going 100%, but you're going 70, 80. Some guys go 100, and girls. They vary it up, right? Some people go super hard before, some people don't, whatever. But the point being is that you think you'd be blowing all your mojo, and then when she or him gets out there, they're exhausted, but not the case. Because you break that initial sweat, adrenaline dump, all that stuff, and then you can actually perform way better than if you don't do it. So that's why we want to get sweaty here, and that's why our warm-up isn't like, right? And there's nothing wrong with that warm-up. I warm up for 15 minutes before you ever see me do one of these videos because old man Josh has to. I'm like doing drills where I'm like warming my shoulders up. I mean, I'm doing funny stuff that, you know, I'm too insecure to show here, but I do all kinds of weird stuff, right? Like just movement, it looks hilarious, but I know that I'm pivoting my whole entire body and I'm warming up my joints, you know what I mean? I'll dance a little bit or whatever, right? So, it is what it is, but we're jump roping. If for some reason, most people are okay with this, if something's hurting you here, there's other things that you can do to still get warm, okay? If you're a little bit bigger, or if you have bad ankles and this hurts you, one of the things you can do, standing in place, is you can move your feet, you can get a little bit of this going. It's weird, right? Kind of thing. And you can also just get silly. Like, no one's watching you, like your family is, but you can just get silly. Who cares? You're like a raver in the 90s, right? And if you were like some mega nunchucks girl or guy, this could be what you could be doing, right? Right? It's all rhythm and stuff like that, right? But it's whatever gets you tired here, right? Like, I'll do some silly shit. Like, I'll be in there, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I get silly, make myself laugh. Other times, old school, if you want to, right? I like the jump rope just because I like the sort of, it gets me going, like the fighter's aspect of it. And because I usually do actually jump rope if I'm not trapped inside. Because you work on your rhythm that way. And you learn how to do stuff, and you learn how to move forward and backwards and cross and things like that. But we don't need to worry about that right now. So you're still going. All right. Again, if this is hurting you, bothering you, whatever, try some jumping jacks. Stuff that gets you warm. We're getting warm. All right. Who cares what we look like? Who gives a shit? The world is a really weird place right now. We're just here to do something positive for our bodies, right? So we're just moving. Here we go. Or for our minds, right? Cheerleaders. Not that I know how to do that, but, right? Everything. So you can imagine. There's a variation on it. It's a little bit harder. But again, we're just getting sweaty here. Maybe I should do a separate warm-up video sometime because I'd like to get the warm-up to go longer, but I also realized that I probably just like taught that lesson for like 25 minutes. Boom, we're doing our jump rope. Still getting there. If you're just watching, you probably have 2 more minutes of boredom. If you're participating, theoretically, you're entering into the part to where your heart's beating a bit and you're kind of like, oof, is it time to stop yet? If not, if that time came 2 minutes ago, that's fine. And if it hasn't come yet, pick up the pace. I'm gonna pick up my pace a little bit just to get there. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I'm gonna get most of my workout, but not my entire workout here because I want to be able to talk. And I mean, I'm not adapting, I'm not changing my workout, but it slows me down if I'm gonna explain something while doing it, right? And all that. So I'm gonna go a little bit faster for me. I absolutely recommend that you're at about this speed. Try bringing, by the way, your imaginary jump rope forward. Hey, look, you can do it backwards. No problem there. That's amazing. Oh, you got the world's biggest jump rope. You're totally fine. You can get as silly as you want here. Biggest going this way, right? Got it. Going like this. Boom. Boom. This is about the pace you should probably be at. It'll be funny if not a single person is actually participating, but just watching. But it is what it is, right? So I'm moving forward a little bit, going, moving backwards a little bit, right? Again, no judgment here. We're just warming up. If you want to be like in the movies, they do in the movies, they get the rope and they left side, right side, that means the rope's slapping here, and then forward. So on your imaginary jump rope, while you're getting yourself out of breath, you're getting sweaty, which is a good thing. Whap, whap, boom! You didn't hit your feet. Didn't hit your feet at all, which is nice, right? Again, if this is getting you warm, perfect. That's all that we need. And if you're getting tired from this, that's awesome. That's what our goal is for today. If you're not, move around a little bit. We just want you sweating. We want your heart beating a little bit. You can also talk a little bit during it, which is funny. Seems unnatural, but it disrupts your breathing pattern and makes it more anaerobic. That's a thing too. So even though I hate like jogging with other people, if you do jog with other people and you talk, you are actually getting more of an anaerobic workout, which is interesting. So, and a poor man's way to measure how anaerobic a workout is your ability to talk or not talk, which is interesting. But here we go, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so if we're there, let's see if anybody's following along. Hard to tell, but there's a lot of comments, which is nice. Okay, so let's get the workout going, okay? So if you need 20 seconds to take a break, 20 or 30 seconds, because I should wait till you come back. Get some water. I forgot the time to talk about the breathing. I'm gonna move around a little bit while people are getting some water. If you're not getting water, don't want it, don't need it, hate water, whatever it is, try moving around in a circle. Circle's your best friend in combat sports because circles how you lighten people's power. People always move in circles to move away from the dominant strikes. Like if someone's kicking you, for example, the kick comes here, so they're like that, right? Or it's almost, boom, they're throwing this kick. If you're right here getting the kick, it hurts. But if you're here, it's a lot less powerful. So it's like, boom, right here, but here, that's what the movement's all about. That's why circle, is a fighter's, it's her or his best friend. That's what the circle's all about. And really superior people, their circles can be, just boom right here. That's what you see. You see people move in, boom, on the stuff in the movies, boom, 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 circles, I do that kind of thing. So, okay, let's imagine we got our water break and everything's all good. So let's work out now. Do this. So, I'm gonna call out the numbers and you're gonna follow at home. If you missed 1 through 5, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm gonna start slower and then I'm gonna pick up the speed and then we're gonna go freestyle. That's where we're gonna get really tired and then we're gonna throw in some other stuff if we can, you know what I mean? We're gonna do some fun stuff and get tired, right? Sit-ups and shit like that. And every variation we need if our bodies can't do certain things, because I know with my broke ass body, there's plenty of things I can't do. So, like I'm not good at like wrestling shots and things like that because I just from the years of soccer and stuff. So, okay, so 1, hop. 1, hop. 2, hop, hop. 2, hop, hop. 2, hop, hop. 4, hop, 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 hop. 4, hop, 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 hop. 4, hop, 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 hop. 5, hop, 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 hop. Actually, shouldn't have you go about 70% here though. You're throwing pretty hard, but you're not, right? You're not killing yourself because you're gonna do that when we have the freestyle portion where we're just going, right? So we're getting there. Okay. This is also the second half of your warm-up, but it's good if you're just playing it at home and you don't want to even do the workout, you're at least learning. And you should be like me and learn not to eat a giant meal before you do this, because I'm burping. Okay, 2, hop, hop. 2, hop, hop. 2, hop, boom. 3, hop, hop, boom. 3, hop, hop, boom. Left foot and left leg are straight. Alright, sorry, left leg and left foot are in the front if you are not southpaw. If you're ambidextrous, the world is your oyster. Okay. So, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 5. And it sounds weird, but you can actually throw fast without power. This is fast without power. And this is fast with power. Right? With more power, I should say. I'm not super powerful. I'm not a real strong hitter, but 2. 2. Boom. 2. Boom. 4. 4. Even I'm not listening to me. I'm at like 85 or 80. Yeah, probably 85. 4. 5. 5. And if you were paying a close attention, but like I said, speed, when you don't know what you're doing, it kills technique. So even me, I can tell when I'm throwing like my 5s, I'm throwing them fast. I'm not turning over all the way. I'm getting to like here and here. But it needs to be not boom, 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 right? Thinking too much about the boom at the end and not about my technique. And that's why speed can be the enemy. But now we're in the workout portion, not the technique portion. 3, boom. 2, 2, boom. 2, boom. 4, right? 4, 4, 5, 5, And if there's any feedback from me at the end, like, dude, you gotta slow down, there's no way, or it's fine, but quit talking so much or whatever, you can tell me afterwards. I'll listen. I want this to be helpful for people. 3. 3. 2. 2. 4. The noises, by the way, are so that if you get hit in a place that knocks the wind out of you, that it doesn't actually knock the wind out of you. And there's also in karate like a ki, the belief is power, right? But one of the principles of it is if you don't, and people have different noises, and there's, if you ever hear Holly home, she's like, hey, you can hear her, like you can hear her on the outside, you know, from far away. She makes loud noises. Some people silent almost. But the point is you're going bang, you're knocking the air out of your lungs, so that when you catch that shot, you don't, you know what I mean? 2, boom, 2, boom, 5, boom. I know this is redundant, but they do this a million times, just like playing chess. 5, more like playing basketball. 4, because chess is more like jiu-jitsu in my mind. 4, 3, boom. Gotta pause here, remember to pause. 3, boom. 3, boom. Let's pick the heart rate up a bit, okay? I'm gonna say 10. 10 just means throwing 10 punches. Really, you can throw them however you want. I like to throw them straight because I like the idea that if my brain isn't thinking, if I get rocked or scared or whatever, that I'm throwing straight punches primarily first, at least in the beginning, before maybe throwing an overhand or something that's gonna work better in a fight. Or in a self-defense mechanism or situation. It doesn't have to be all about fighting, but you might as well train yourself to have the motion the right way if you're gonna use it, you know what I mean? So for me, when I say 10, somebody says 10 to me, I go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring it back down. And here's the beauty. When you get tired, the jab is your best friend on the planet. Because you don't have to use that much energy to do it. You can use it defensively and you can use it offensively. And that's a beautiful thing. Whereas if you're out of gas with everything else, right? If you're out of gas, it's a scary place to be. So, jab, right? So, well, yeah, so let's do a jab. We're 1. Pop. Jab. Pop. We're working, this is the workout now. We're getting there. Jab. Pop. Double jab. Pop, pop. Yeah, double jab. Pop, pop. 4. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. 4. Pop, 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 pop. And we're at about 80%, 85% here. We're trying to get ourselves tired. Okay? Here's 4. Pop, 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 pop. Okay? Then again, jab, right? If our arms are getting tired, we're using a jab. Jab. Pop. Jab. Pop. Double jab. Pop, pop. I know this one can feel awkward at first. Double jab. Pop, pop. Now if you want to make this fun and mix it up a little bit, I'll say something like knee, okay? Don't worry about how to throw the knee. Don't necessarily worry about which knee, but the easier knee to throw is the one in the back. So technique be damned on this one, okay? Enjoy yourself on this, but I might say knee and just boom, boom, right? Throw it however you want. It can be, you know, it can be here. It doesn't matter, okay? We're just bringing the leg up. We're activating the lower half of the body. Boom, okay? Boom, exactly. Self-defense, straight to the nuts, right? If you're bigger, taller, strong, especially if you're a girl and you're not, you know, you're not a big buff girl or something like that, right to the fucking nuts. Excuse my language. That'll drop us, right? I mean, for dudes too, but you can also, if you have more power, you can control the head, step, and throw tinies. But we're not there yet, okay? That's later. So every now and then I'll say knee. Right, I might say 3 knees. You go, hop, 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 however you want to do them. Thai traditional, hop, 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 right? Or both sides, hop, hop. But we're not there yet. Boom, that's our knee. Boom, right? Boom, exactly. You can always throw, if that feels uncomfortable for your back, something else, you can always throw an uppercut or something. Something mixed, okay? Jab, hop, 2, hop, hop, 2, hop, hop. 4, okay? 3, Ha, ha, boom. 3. Ha, ha, boom. 4. Ha, 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 ha. Okay? Then we're gonna go 10. Remember what 10. Any punches you want, but best is straight to start at least. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? Same thing here. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Again, when we get tired, that's what the jab is for. It's gonna save our lives. I'm gonna take a step back. Boom. Don't worry about your movement. I'm just demonstrating it. Take a step back. Pap. Back. Pap. I'm taking a step forward. Pap. 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 Boom. Pap. Boom. Pap. Right? That's our jab. When we're getting tired. It's our best friend, like I said. Okay? Let's do Street Fighter's Delight. That's the 4, remember? Good. Let's throw a little class in there. Let's do a 3 so we can get a hook in. If everything's straight, we gotta throw something curved and vice versa. So, ha ha, boom. 3, ha ha, boom. 5, ha 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 ha, boom. Right? 5, ha 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 ha, boom. 5, ha 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 ha, boom. Okay? Knee, boom. And again, it doesn't matter if yours is the same or not. It doesn't matter if yours is as powerful, more powerful, less powerful. We're getting some lower body stuff going on here, right? Boom, right? Boom, boom, right? Okay, so let's say 3 knees. Boom, boom, boom. If you're curious why the hands are coming up and down, this pivot motion delivers more power in knees. It also delivers more power in kicks. If I'm not throwing a kick, but I'm demonstrating how to do it, don't worry about the technique. I'm just showing you the body. Like if there was 2 strings, right? It's like, right? Like on a theater, like a mannequin. That's where that comes from. When you actually throw it, it's there, right? It's there, right? So, jab. Long and straight, not too hard. Jab. 2. Boom. 2. Boom. 4. 4. 2 knees. 1, 2. Good. 2 knees. 1, 2. Good. 10 knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if you want faster, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? That's our knees. I know we're getting tired on the one side, but it's our first workout. This is kind of a lot, right? 4. Right? 4. 4. 4. Jab. Bring it back down again. Bat. Bat. Now I'm not even talking about jabbing to the body. Well, just the body like that. Or the head. We're just learning, right? Probably most of us are naturally thrown to right about here. A lot of times when you're fighting, unlike in the movies, you're not aiming for the head, you're aiming for around here. If the light shows it, you're aiming for around here. Head moves around, ducks a lot. So you want to aim for like around here, a lot of people. Right for that middle. You're much more likely to hit them, okay? Good. Hold on. So 4, okay? Bop, 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 bop. Right? Remember, it's okay to be hitting here. You don't gotta be fighting Shaq. It's fun though for the workout. So actually, let's throw Shaq in like I used to. So Shaq means we're punching above our shoulders, okay? It's more tiring. Takes power off the punch. So let's do a round with our 1 through 5s, doing that, okay? So here we go. All right, here we go. So 4. Good. 4. Oh, I meant to go higher. I was looking at that video. That's so cool. Okay, ready? Up here. 4. 4. Just a jab now to the jaw. Okay? Good. Okay? 2. Remember, we're fighting Shaq. 2. And even if you're this tall, Shaq's still up here, so you just gotta be above the shoulders. Okay? 2. 2. Busy, buddy. 2. Okay, here we go. 3. Boom. Hook's hard to throw because it's here, right? It's almost like an uppercut if we're fighting Shaq. Catch. But at least we can catch it with it if we can get inside. It doesn't throw us to the wall. 3. Boom. My hook is kind of gone to shit, but that's okay. Because I'm falling the wrong way when I throw it. 3. Boom. Okay? 4. Up to here, okay? 4. Notice you're getting tired when we do this, right? 4. Good. 5. Okay? Let's get our knees. This is definitely the Shaq's groin because there's no way we could ever get it to his solar plexus unless we're hella tall. Boom! Right? Maybe throw this however you want. I'm gonna throw them Thai style. So let's do 10 knees. 5, I'll do slower. 5, I'll do faster. Do them at your speed. Let's get tired, okay? I'm gonna go back and forth, but you can just throw on one side. Whatever, it's totally fine. 10. Okay? Right? We're good. If we get tired, we're like, oh boy. Or we're going, I'm still on 7, dude, right? Then we're gonna throw the jab again. Still shacking it, baby. Dikembe Mutombo if you want a deeper reference. Bap, boom, bap, right? 2, 2, and if we're wrestlers, this is when we would shoot on Shaq. Right? We try to take him down. It'd be hard though. 5, right? 5. Good. Let's kick Shaq in his hip. Boom, right? Okay, so 10 knees. We're gonna get ourselves tired right now, okay? You ready? This is it, let's do it. 10 knees, 30 punches. Let's get ourselves exhausted, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? I'm gonna wait for you for a sec. I'll keep throwing. I'll imagine that you're at 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Now we're gonna do our 20 punches. Then we're gonna do 30 punches. The blessing of this is it's not Shaq anymore, okay? It's straight on. So, here we go. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm gonna keep going in case you're at a different pace and you're slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Okay? This actually will work for me as a workout too because I'll gas myself. 30, okay? Gonna do 30. I'll keep going after 30 for me while you catch up if you need to. If you're ahead of me, well, what's the big deal? 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay? Oh, I'm supposed to keep going. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Almost ate it. Okay, that's 20, that's 30. Now, let's give ourselves 30 more seconds to get tired. Then we'll take a break. Then we'll do the freestyle, which is just kind of going for it. A couple other things, and we'll be done in about 10 minutes. If you're one of the rare people who's like, dude, this is easy, right? I think most people, this will be enough. If not, let me know. I'll stay on, we can get down. We'll keep going together, okay? So you can let me know after this is done. But right now, let's gas ourselves with 50 punches. 5-0, okay? Let's gas ourselves. Our goal is to make ourselves tired now. All right, girls and guys, let's do it. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna keep going. 7, 8, 9, 10, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. All right, if you're still going, it's okay. No problemo. Here we go. Just seeing how this is doing. Yeah, cool. We're doing good. Hasn't canceled or anything yet. This is our break time. Bring it down for a sec. We're gonna bring it back up for one more round. Okay? We have at least a 1 minute break here. If you're exhausted, that's totally okay. But what I wanna teach you, make me a promise, or make yourself a promise, to not do this when you're exhausted. Okay? There's a reason why. One is physiological, one is mental. Physiological, when your arms are above your head, you expand your lungs, you'll get more oxygen in, you'll recover faster. So, if for no other reason, that's that. And if your arms are tired, I know, I get it, it sucks, that's okay, right? And if you're not tired at all, like I said, we can keep going after this, whatever. But, so, all right, arms are up. Second reason why we're not just folding over, not moving, and I want you to move, is we want to get used to, and this is challenging at first, and then when it becomes a habit, it's hard not to do it. We want to get used to moving when we're tired. The stop when you're tired thing makes it harder to start, and just the whole mental side behind it, it's difficult, it's very intimidating. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing interval training, sprints and stuff like that, that's different. But for this, if this is self-defense or anything else, then hands are up here or here. So I'm gonna just move around. I'm not gonna use a lot of energy. I'm just moving around with my hands up. That's all that I'm doing here. I don't know if this will help likewise or not. Or if that's just obnoxious, I can't tell. It might just be obnoxious. Yeah, I'll bounce it off the wall at least. I don't know if that makes a difference. So, I'm just moving around with my hands up, okay? Boom. Moving around with my hands up. There we go. Moving around with our hands up. And this is largely a workout for people who have done anything from none of this ever to fairly new or just wanting to get back into it, right? We're not intermediates, we're not experts, or if there just happens to be an intermediate or an expert here, they're gonna be pretty open-minded about this, and like I said, we can get down after this. So it's all good. I'll go till I break, no problem. It won't take that much. Okay, so let's say that we just got our pee break in and our water break in, okay? All right, I have no idea if anybody's actually working out with me, but people are talking, which is good. Okay, so, all right, so now we're gonna do, I'll try to call some out, but freestyle is the most fun because it's the most creative, right? We've done, like, person tells you, we follow, right? It says a number, 2, bap, bap, we've done that. 4, bap, 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 bap. That's an incredibly important part of the process. That's why trainers exist, all right? Now, though, we're gonna play jazz, we're gonna improvise, okay? We're gonna get free with it. So that means you can throw weird stuff. You don't have to think so much about, like, if you want to throw stuff, like I'll give you some idea, you can throw elbows. Boom. That can also get forearm, right? However that feels. Make sure that it feels okay in your core here, whether your little twisty dancey little happy twisty muscles. That's where you're going to be throwing those elbows. But it's things that you can throw. Boom. Elbows, right? Boom. Boom. You can also bring them down, tie style, like that, right? Boom. Ties will do up, down. There's all kinds of stuff there, right? We got knees. Boom. Coming from up somewhere and down. You can also grab the back of somebody's head, bring it down, bring their head down into it, break their sternum, all right? Self-defense to the nuts, right? You can do the other side if you want. Boom, 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 okay? It's like dancing, like, right? It's kind of like, yeah, same motion, just violent, all right? So, if you want to try some kicks, you can do a front kick. That shouldn't bother you too much. Right, don't worry about too much, you're just getting a leg up. Try a side kick. Don't worry about the technique of it. Again, we did technique already. Just giving you some ideas of what you can work with, right? Different ways to throw a side kick, right? Fake kick, boom, boom, right? Whatever. High kick if you know how to do it. If not, be careful. It's easy to hurt yourself. It's not fun to hurt yourself on day one. You can also throw uppercuts if you want. Don't worry about the technique so much, right? Just throwing them, right? So that's where we're gonna go. So I'm actually gonna turn on my music for once. Okay. It's connecting. Okay. All right. This will be the only part where I'm not gonna talk. Okay. 7 minutes. What time is it? 7:03. So 7:10, 7:11. All right. Let's dance. Switching sides here. I need to slow down my gas myself. Time to work some body too. Break the body. It's okay to do ugly stuff here too. We're learning. We're getting creative. Anything. 4. Six minutes to go. I'm at about 100%, so, or 95, whatever. Forgot about the Street Fighter's overhand, right? Let's do the John Jones. Lower legs. Block. My leg has got a shit a little bit better. Quentin Jackson. Wait, what's the Jackson? It's I think that's what it is. Maybe it's the hook. I can't remember. It's the hook or the straight out of the back in the 3. Then go on this. Shoot off the 3. 4. Jab. Hook. 4 minutes. Remember, if your intensity is different, that's totally fine. This is the freestyle part. We're not judging ourselves here. Whew. Smaller, bigger, lighter, faster, who cares? It's interesting to have a camera on because I can see the holes in my form, the things I need to work on, which is a lot. Go karate, McGregor, all those guys. Go Diaz. Power, but like not crazy power, but you're just landing on motherfuckers. Diaz brother style. Volume punches, constantly hitting them. And then they'll be like, just send somebody into outer space. Step 1, I'm not starting with the left, with the right. Same punch combinations, but starting backwards. Block the kick, throw the kick. Right. Forgot about my movement a bit. Oh, my music just stopped. Come on, music, come back to me. There we go. Sometimes I have to go a lot of left. And girls. What does Lonnie's favorite fighter? If you want to start with power. Always feels better to actually hit something. Southpaw. One minute, people, we're good. Got it, almost there. 1 minute, we're throwing. Let's see if we can get to 100. Or, I mean, 50, something reasonable. Come on. Hey. Nine, 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. All right, remember our goal when we're at time is to move around. I know it's challenging. It's difficult. It's a habit that takes a long time to build. Just like anything that's physically or mentally intimidating. And the world's full of things. So we're just moving, right? Even better, we're moving with our hands up, protecting ourselves. That's actually best. Better for recovery is up to here. Expand the lungs and build the understanding that we can't just do this or this. But worst case scenario, you're in place, back, forth, hands up somewhere. It's a little bit easier to do because you can come together and you can cheat. All right, worst case, here. The hands are up. Whatever, scared, tired, whatever, in a situation where you need to protect yourself, if you built the mechanisms to at least have your hands up, then even while you're freaking out and scared, like all of us can get, your hands are up though. Right? And later you can build movement that helps with that kind of thing. Ins and outs, blocks of one thing, blocks of the other, right? Battle tank down, how to roll with punches off the shoulder so when it comes through, it comes into there, right? When that's what move into there. There's a lot of little things here, but we're moving around no matter what. For probably everybody, this will be near the end of the workout. All right? So we're moving around. It was good to move around. If we did do this today, we should be proud of ourselves. It's always easier to not exercise than it is to exercise until you get so used to doing it that there's no turning back, right? But today, just like they say in yoga, you know, be proud of yourself for doing this exercise. If you didn't do the exercise, but you wanted to watch it, learn, and maybe by the end of this, you're like, maybe I'll try it. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're injured or not able-bodied. Guess I can do it without it. I'm gonna start being on all fours, doing this. Nothing crazy, not too fast. Maybe it's because it's on. Bluetooth's on? No, it's not. I don't know why it isn't working. So I'll do it one-handed so I can try to fix this. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, these must be dead. That's what it is. I hate working out without music. All right, well, let's just make it hard on ourselves without music. Here we go. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Probably better if this is sideways, actually, for the sake of things. Okay. Now I'm gonna go a little wider. Those were narrow. Now I'm gonna go out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's that. Let's hold. Like I said, I have a lower back issue, so I'm gonna have to cheat this a little bit. So I'm sorry, but whatever. And if you've got a bad lower back, then don't do this. But just get into here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yep. Alright, ready? So slow. 1. Alright, slow is debatable, but slower and then faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, there's always workarounds on this. We can talk afterwards if you're like, look, I can't do the sprint thing, it hurts my hips or ankles, whatever. We'll talk about stuff to do, okay? Now we're gonna get down. We're gonna do more than these, but okay. All right. Now we do the same thing. 10 slow, 10 fast. Okay. 1 slower, faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Slow. 1, 2. And the pace is we're do 7 or something, so we're kind of on a similar pace. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold. Right after fast, this is hard. Okay, got that. Oh, we forgot our size, didn't we? 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, up here, I need to make some other stuff though, because it's good to make more variety. Actually, so I'm doing this on the fly because I usually do this different from by myself. Okay. So, elbows from guard. Right? Which basically is just like boom, boom. You can throw them anywhere you want. And since you're not going to be in a cage fight, you can do shit that's illegal. So you could 12 to 6, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Right? You can always, this is normal, push the head away. And then when it comes down, elbow it. So it's like, yeah. Right? There's here, there's there, whatever. Be sensitive about your hips. If you got tight hips like me, if you overthrow it too far, you're going to hurt yourself. All right, back to the workout. Yes. Yes. Boom. Trying to get up. Nope, can't get up yet. Boom. Still in a kick. Right. Here we go. Got him in guard. Yes. Yes. Right. Push the head away. Maybe under. And you can hear it. It actually does hurt. It doesn't sound like if you're doing it by yourself. If you're doing your hand. Right. Now to fast 10. I'm holding the back of the head imaginary here, right? Or under the shoulder to the underhook here. Underhook or the back of the head. Maybe the underhook's wiser, but whatever. Back of the head, right? Right? Good. Getting over. Alright. 10. Don't go back up again, right? Yeah. I suppose this. You can always play jazz with this and improvise too. It sucks not having music right now. Here we go. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, got it? I know I'm missing one. Oh, burpees. Duh. Okay? Burpees. Boom. 1. There's variations on this. Okay? Traditional. MMA ones, you drop your hips, but that kind of hurts my hips. Which would be like that. Boom. And whoever lives below me is going to hate me for that one. 4. Keep going. Maybe we're setting them up. Right? 2. Good. Boom. Okay. 4. Alright, I think I'm at 6. 4 was the punches. 6. Traditional. 7. I'm blocking shots here. Right, and back to here. 10 slows and fast. Shit, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Hold you back. There's some that I want to do that you can't do because they make too much noise on neighbors underneath you. Alright, back to here. Okay, elbows. Varied variety of elbows. If you want to feel punches, go for it. Push the head away. As it comes down. That's what it'll be like. Right in there, and just cut them. All right. Illegal elbows, 12 to 6. You're never gonna be a cage fighter, right? Neither am I. Let's go 12 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands up, blocking if they're gonna kick us. Okay. There's so many good ones to add here, but I'm kind of blanking because I'm usually just kind of in flow when I'm doing this. Well, I can get closer to break myself by keeping the running. 1, this is slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, going slow again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it? Okay. Now, fun ones. You can do rhythm stuff. Rhythm stuff is fun in the sense that you're exhausted, and so it's hard to do things rhythmically. It's kind of funny. So, good rhythm one. Imagine you had a straight line, or maybe just move your feet around because this might be too much for right now. But boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Yeah, maybe a better way to do it is just to, why don't you do football? Okay, so we're doing football, baby steps. Bum, 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 bum. Again, this is bad if you have a neighbor, sorry, neighbors. Shit, where's you at? It's surprising. Okay. Oh, I'm almost there. Almost there. We're getting there. We're gonna break. Don't worry. Oh, worried. Yeah, right. Okay, back down again. Oh, no. What's the hardest thing? Burpees. Okay. 10. We're almost there. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. That's what I'm forgetting. 6. 7. 10. All right, now, because we're tired, let's get some knees in there. Let's make them count. If we're so tired, we can't move much, just lift and move, okay? Still going now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Fuck. Pop that my way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. What's it? 50. 10, pivot, 10, pivot, 10. I know my instruction's terrible when I get tired, I'm sorry. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So too easy breaking them up like that. Let's do 40, not moving. Here we go, fast as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Okay. yeah, okay. Name of the game when we're tired is not to lose our footwork, even if we're not throwing any shots other than a defensive jab every now and then. You can get the hell out of the way of stuff. So we're gonna move circular mostly, and we're gonna keep our hands behind our back, simulate hand injuries, okay? It also makes you concentrate on this. So actually we'll do it in two. First, just head movement, because we've never done this together before. Then we move circles. Head movement, that just means like left, right, down, back, okay? So, boom. Sometimes you want to put that shoulder right in front of that jaw right there. It's connected. Boom. In Muay Thai in some places, they do this. I might actually have one in here. Let me see. Oh, we have a tennis ball in here. It's too bad. I've never seen it before. I was like, what the hell is that doing? This is too heavy. I don't think it'll work, but keep your chin down. That's where you get knocked out. It's one of the three places. Left, boom, down, down, down. I mean, I'm gonna break my toes and do this instead of fucking tennis ball. Right? Wish I had. Anyway, so we're moving. If you want to get creative, you can also do defensive with one side. Tuck in one, pop off. You got a broken right hand, left hand, whatever. So you got your jab. Pop. Alright. Bam. Moving. I'm moving my circles now. Boom. Even this, when you're not used to it, circle moving is a bunch. It's hard. Boom. Bam. Boom. Right, boom. I should be cooling down, but I'm just gonna. Can't really tell. Too many punches without the other hand, right? Circle. Boom. Back. Step back. Back. Sometimes you do the fun leg avoid. Boom. Take you to a Muay Thai. Like sometimes you block the kick. Back. Bam. Right. Other times it's boom. To the leg. Boom. Sometimes you do the kick. You fake. You fake one, two. Then you throw it. This in slow motion draws it. The other up, then you throw it. So it's you actually throw the second time. That's not the point. All right. Protection. Just that right hand back. Or left hand if you're southpaw. Boom. Head movement. Head. Boom. Back. Back. Kind of helps to have the camera because it shows you movement. Just one hand. Alright, I should be cooling this down. I'm sorry. I need to fucking. Not everybody wants to interject her out, right? So we're moving. Move around in a circle here. Hands are up. We're living the dream. We're lucky enough to be able to choose to exercise, have a somewhat healthy body, and be born where we are. We're very privileged in a good way for that. And we're thankful that we can do a little mayhem like tonight's workout. We're excited. This is heaven on earth for us. This is the fire. Later the ice. That's yoga, meditation. Take the other side of the body in the equation. Yin and yang, baby. Just moving around. Hands up. Moving around. Just cooling down. Just cooling down. That's all we're doing. We're just cooling down. There's a lot of good stretches out there from people much smarter than me. Especially be sensitive to where your injuries are or pre-existing whatever, tensions, things like that. Some yin yoga would be fucking awesome right now. Thank you very much for your time. Hope it was at least entertaining, if nothing else. Or as Vanderlei would do.